Hey everyone, today I'm making baked ziti, otherwise known as pasta al forno. This is another dish in my baked pasta series. I'll have a link to my other baked pasta dishes on screen here, and I'll also put it in the description. With baked ziti, it's all about the cheese, and in my dish, I got 4 of them. I got some mozzarella, ricotta, parmesan, and pecorino. Let's take a look at the ingredients and let's get cooking. For the sauce, I'm using my Italian meat sauce with beef and sausage. I'll have a link for the video in the description. I'll also put it in a card up here. Next, I have a 1-pound block of whole milk mozzarella. I took 1/4 of it and grated it, and the other I cut up into little 1/2-inch cubes. I also have 1 pound of ricotta cheese. Finally, I have about 1/2 to 1 cup of Parmesan and Pecorino cheese. For the noodles, I have a 1-pound box of penne. I know this is baked ziti, but you can really use any tubed noodle you want. I like penne because the noodles have little ridges that allow the sauce to stick to the noodle better. All right, I'm gonna get started by cooking up my noodles. I'm gonna cook them about 2 minutes less than what the box says. The box says to cook to al dente for 11 minutes. I'm gonna cook it for about 8 to 9 minutes and then check it. You want your noodles underdone because when we put them into the sauce and into the oven, the noodles are gonna continue to bake. So if you bake them too al dente now, when they come out of the oven, they're gonna be kind of mushy. All right, I'll see you back in a second. My pasta's done and it's been well drained. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take a large bowl and we're gonna scoop a couple ladles of our meat sauce into the bottom of it. And then we're gonna add our noodles. I need a spoon. All right, so now we're just gonna kind of toss them in the sauce, mixed up a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna add our ricotta cheese. Miss. All right, and now we're gonna mix in our ricotta. If it's looking a little bit dry, you can add some more of our sauce. I think I might add just a little bit more. All right, that is looking good. All right, so let's assemble. So what I got here is a 9x13 baking dish. You can use any baking dish you want. We got a lot of pasta here, so you want to make sure it's large enough to hold everything. So what we're going to start with is we're going to ladle some of our meat sauce into the bottom and spread it out into a nice even layer. This is going to help, this is going to keep the noodles from sticking to the bottom. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna work in layers. We got our bottom meat sauce layer done. I'm gonna add a layer of our noodles, then cheese, noodles, cheese. If we have noodles left over, another layer, and then we'll be done. It looks like we're only going to get about 2 layers here, so. We're going to spread this out evenly. All right, so this is where the cubed mozzarella comes in. So now we're gonna take our cubed mozzarella and we're gonna spread it out sporadically in this layer here. I like using the cubes here because each bite is gonna have a different amount of cheese. Some bites you'll have a lot of cheese, some bites you'll have not so much. I like it. It's like a surprise, cheesy surprise. So you're gonna use about half your cubes here. And one there, and where'd the last one go? Put them right there. Right. Now we're gonna take our pecorino and our Parmesan, and we're gonna sprinkle a layer on here. Like I said, cheese. Lots of cheese. Who doesn't love lots of cheese? All right, so let's get the rest of our noodles and we'll make our last layer. So we're going to spread this layer out, and we're going to cover up all the cheese that we just laid down. All right, we're going to take the rest of our cubes, sprinkle them about. Some more pecorino. Some more Parmesan. And now, if this wasn't enough cheese for you, we have the shredded mozzarella that we did earlier. So we're just going to take this and sprinkle it over the top. This is getting out of control with the cheese. Borderline excessive, but like I said, who doesn't love cheese? Okay, you're gonna put this into a preheated oven at 400 degrees and you're gonna bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. You'll know it's done when it starts to bubble on the sides and the cheese is a nice golden brown. All right, we'll see you back here when this comes out of the oven. All right, so I forgot one step. After we put on our mozzarella cubes, our pecorino, and our romano, you wanna put another light layer of sauce on top. And then we'll put the shredded mozzarella cheese on. So I already took the shredded cheese off and we're gonna put a little bit of the sauce on. Just a little bit on top. All right, now the shredded mozzarella. Now, it's not cooking unless you make a few mistakes. No one's perfect. And you know what? It's still gonna taste great. All right, now we're ready for the oven. Again, 400 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes until the cheese is nice and golden brown, okay? We'll see you back here in a second. All right, our ziti's done and I've taken it out of the oven. I let it run under the broiler for a couple of minutes just to get a little extra crispiness on top. When you take it out of the oven, you want to let it set for about 10 to 20 minutes. It will be hot. Don't just dive right in. This has been cooling for about 10 to 20 minutes. I think it's time to give it a taste. Look at all that cheese. That looks amazing. All right, I can already tell this is gonna be screaming hot. So good. All that cheese and the meat sauce. It's amazing. Definitely have to make this. If you love cheese, this is the dish for you. Oh my God, so good. Well, if you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and ring the notification bell for all my future videos. Thanks. We'll see you later.